So 11 years at the club now,
Yeah.
obviously. Does this feel like a kind of a different summer? Because you won a trophy, which is an amazing thing. New manager as well. Does this feel any different to the many other summers you've had here? So put that in that way.
No, it makes sense. In one aspect, yes. In other aspects, no. It's obviously new faces, new environment, new ideas that are coming in, and it's always exciting when that does happen, because, as I said, you come in, you learn new things. Even when I've been around the game, as long as I have, you see things from a different perspective, and it's always good to learn from the new guys that come in, especially someone like Thomas, who's had an amazing time at Brentford. And I think one of the things you saw from that team was how intelligent they were, how they probably fought against a lot of bad odds at times to succeed the way they did. So I'm really looking forward to working under him and learning from him.
Does the club feel different kind of as winners? Because I know it's been a long time. So there's a different vibe around the club in that sense.
Look, I think we came into every season wanting to win. So in one sense, it's like from an attitude perspective and from a personal standpoint, I didn't come in any season with the thought that it wasn't possible, with that hopes. It was really nice to get that monkey off your back, that where we've come close quite a few times, but it was really special last year to get that one over the line, and feeling the energy around the players, how happy the people, and it's something we want to replicate again.
And obviously you've seen quite a few changes in managers over those years. Do you kind of take it in your stride now, kind of adapting to a new manager? How does it work for you?
I think it's probably part and parcel of being a professional footballer in this day and age, is that you are going to have a lot of managers, and it's just the transient nature of probably how the game's become. I think having someone like Pochettino, like I did for 5 years, is not really happening in many clubs anymore. That's not to say that it's not strange when it happens, and as players you definitely feel partially responsible for that, but it's something you have to get used to. And each pre-season, like I said, with new managers, it's a chance to learn more as a player, to develop as a player, and see where you can go each time.
Last season's strange kind of extremes down to a trophy win, but also 17th place.
Yeah, look, it was probably one of the stranger seasons of my career, to be honest. It was there definitely were struggles. It was tough at times, and really in the league we probably were lucky to be in that situation we were in. We weren't anywhere near the level we knew we could be, but I think at the end of the season you could see where the priorities had shifted, and ultimately if you look back in the history books, I don't think too many people are going to care.
And just personally on you as well, obviously the club took the option, another year left on your contract. Is that kind of, are you expecting to see out this kind of contract at the club, or are there other potential possible avenues that you might still depart this summer? Because we don't really know, obviously.
That one is not necessarily under my control, to be honest. I've reported for pre-season. I'm excited to be here. Like I said, my focus now is fully on how I can help this club this year, and if something is to change, then I'm sure I'll be picking up that phone call, but right now I don't see anything happening.
Hi Ben, I just wanted to ask what Thomas, the first thing that he said to you and the rest of the squad was.
I think a few of the international boys came in a few days after everyone else, so it was they were kind of in full flow for the first. I think they had 5 days more than us, but when we all came in we had a sit-down meeting, and it was basically just what was expected this year and where he thinks that we can improve as a team, and where the kind of low-hanging fruit is for us to be better than where we finished in the league last year. And I think we'll be working on that in this pre-season. There's probably some different tactical aspects, a bit more structure in the team, and I think hopefully we will see the results of that pretty quickly. And ultimately the thing that he said to us more important than everything is that we're in 4 big competitions this year, and we've proven that we can be up there with anyone, so we have to have a go in each and every one of them.
just wondered if you mentioned a minute ago that you've quite enjoyed learning new things. Is there anything specific you can tell us that Thomas and his coaching staff have sort of taught you and the rest of the boys?
I think early doors it's more about just getting everybody to buy into the idea. So there hasn't been anything that's been too in-depth so far. But there are little nuggets you can pick up here and there, and even from working with these guys, you can see the value that they put on certain aspects of the game. How, as I mentioned before, there's low-hanging fruit where you can pick up goals, which turn into wins, which can turn into a lot of points come the end of the season for probably minimal effort if you're in right headspace for it. So I think, without going into any too details of exactly what that is, I feel like I've definitely picked up a few nuggets of wisdom so far.
I had to ask about the details.
Fair enough.
You mentioned about getting the monkey off your back. I just wanted to ask, what did it feel like to win the Europa League, and when that final whistle went, what was going through your mind? How did you react?
Yeah, it was relief, honestly, more than anything. It's like I said, I've been here a long time, played a lot against this football club, and it got to the point where, as I said, it was that longing, that desire, that desperation. We just wanted to win something. It didn't matter what it was at that point. We've come close, we've fought, we've lost whole games where we could have won and been in better situations than this time round. But when that final whistle went, it was just a real sense of relief and just happiness at that point that we knew we were going into a new season. As champions of the European competition, it was a special moment.
Obviously, your good friend Brennan was the one who scored the winner. What's your relationship with him like? We saw you two joking with Will a minute ago as well.
Yeah, Brennan's a really, really good guy. He came into the Wales squad when I'd been there quite a while, and you could see instantly we had a likeable character, very down to earth, but also someone that, when it comes to the nitty gritty of tough football, that we knew what we had there. And he's been brilliant for the years that I've been with him at Wales, and I was delighted when he joined this club. To be honest, it was a shrewd signing. He's someone who knows where the goal is, someone who does a lot of stuff that maybe a lot of people don't pick up on, but he's always one of them that's in the thick of the action, knows where the goal is.
How nice a moment was it for him to score that winner, especially because there were times last season where maybe received some really unfair criticism?
Yeah, definitely. I think all through the season he was playing a role where there might have been times he wasn't getting on the ball all the time, and ultimately a big part of his game was just being in the right place at the right time, and he's one of the best at that. So yeah, as you could see in those crucial moments in the big games, he stepped up, and no more so in the final. And for someone like him, I was delighted for him, his family. They're big supporters of his, but they're always around the Wales setup when I see them Spurs. So just a great family that deserved that success. I was very happy for them.
I've got one Son question before I let him take over. What's your favourite memory of Sonny? And it can be football related, off the pitch.
Favourite memory of Sonny, probably me and him are really good friends, so we've had a lot of time, so most of my memories do seem to probably fall off the pitch, but I think it's probably when he got his 100th goal, to be honest, in the Premier League. That was a big moment for him and something that he'd been striving for a long time. And I remember after he got that, we had a little celebratory dinner at my house with just food and meals and stuff, so it was really nice to see someone just put so much effort in to get that moment.
Amazing.
Okay. Hi Ben.
Hi.
Congratulations for the winning Europa League, first of all. And he stole my question kind of.
Okay.
So let me ask another.
Just voice over it. It's fine.
So let me ask another question. I mean, before Europa League final, as Korean fans all know that you are the best friend of Son, and you are playing with him 10 years now.
Yeah.
So before the Europa League final, there was some fans and media and teammates all say, "Let's win for Son."
Yeah.
Something like that. And then you finally won it, and then Son lifted the trophy.
Yeah.
So I think you must be also very happy to see that as a best friend next to him. How can you describe the moment?
Yeah, I was very proud. Like I said previously, he's put so much effort in, and probably is like one of the people that takes a toll on the most is when he's so focused on success, and such a talented player as well. Probably in his career would have deserved to have won more, but I can probably imagine he felt pretty similar to me. It was probably a big sense of relief for him to get that over the line, but something that he really deserved. I was very, very happy for him.
Yeah, and then as we all know that he also have 1 year left in his contract, and there are many saying about his future, and maybe also there is some talk about his captaincy. So it could be a hard time for him as well. So as a teammate, how do you think he is coping with that? And then is there any kind of advice you are giving him, something like that?
He's older than me, so when it comes to advice, he needs to be the one leading it, to be honest. But look, the footballers, we go through different moments in our careers all the time, and like he has 1 year left. There's definitely some uncertainty around what's going to happen with him, but all I can say about him is he's been nothing but professional since he's come back in the last few weeks. He's trained hard. If there was none of the talk in public about what was happening, I don't think he would know. So it's probably the biggest testament I can give, is that he's kept his head down, he's worked hard. What will be, will be.
Just can I ask just one more very shortly about yourself?
Yeah.
Do you have any concrete plan after your time at Spurs is finished? Do you have any future plan?
Not yet. I've definitely put things. It's definitely something that I thought about, and I've had to think about putting things in place. Whilst I've been here, I've done my coaching badges, so I've got my A license, which is pretty rare. I don't think many current players have got that right now, and done quite a bit of work with the academy here, and I've really enjoyed that. So that's definitely one avenue that I think I will end up pursuing, whether it's at Tottenham or elsewhere, I don't know, but I'm hoping to play for a few years longer. The body feels good, so I'll see where it goes. And then, look, on the other hand, I definitely have an interest in like the business of sport as well, and we will see. I think there's a lack of athletes involved in the other side of the game, so let's see where that takes me.